Well, we hit a few new records this last week. Of course, inflation is at another 40-year high. And we had another record with gas prices hitting $5 a gallon in most areas across the United States. So, Iowans, Americans are really facing a very difficult time. I had a fertilizer roundtable. Of course, it's Iowa. Agriculture is king. And at that roundtable in Iowa, we talked about the input prices that are affecting our farmers. And one of the farmers shared that fertilizer, the topic of the conversation, had gone up 300%. So while commodity prices are good, input prices are not. And it is killing our farmers, our ranchers. And as we're talking across the 99 county tour, inflation still is the number one issue. And so this was referenced earlier by Senator Barrasso. But Janet Yellen came in front of the Americans, and I'll give you the full quote. Here's part of it right here. The Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said, "It's amazing how pessimistic Americans are about the economy, given that we have the strongest labor market we've had in the entire post-war period." Wow! Janet Yellen, yes, Americans may have received a pay increase recently, but you know what happens when you have inflation? That means the increase in your pay is going towards things like the higher cost of gasoline and other goods that are costing more this year than they were last year. So, Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, ma'am, I'd love to invite you to Iowa. Come spend a day in the life of everyday Iowan and see what they're experiencing at the grocery store and at the gas pump. And I guarantee you she won't be so flippant with the American people. Again, it's this elitist attitude that's coming from the left when Americans and Iowans, who are some of the hardest hit by inflation, are facing really tough times. So come on, folks, let's start putting in place some good policies. That means this president and his administration, they need to unleash American energy to bring those costs at the pump down. They should get big regulators off the backs of small businesses. And, of course, then they should be shifting their focus. I've heard again that the Build Back Better plan, or what we call reckless tax and spend, has popped up again with some of the Democrats. We need to stop that. Let's get back to good common sense policy, and let's not be so flippant about the hardships Americans are facing.